Hi there, I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. In this video, we're going to look at how the silent letter E at the end of a word changes the vowel sound. So this is a rule that kids learn when they're learning English spelling here in the US. And we say that the silent E makes the letter say its name. And what I mean by that is that if we have an E at the end, then letter A will make the A sound. So letter A makes lots of different sounds, obviously. When we label A, it's named A. That's how we say that letter name. And so the E at the end will make that A say A. That is this sound, the diphthong A, like in day or say or rain. So we often spell that with letter A plus an E, or with letters AI or AY, often two letters to make that sound A. So it makes the letter say its name. I didn't leave myself enough space there. Name is another good example of the silent letter E making the A say A. To demonstrate that, when we have no letter E at the end with the same letters, here we have the vowel A for letter A, as in hat. So no, when we just have the vowel A with no E at the end, a single A, most of the time that will be the A vowel, like in black and cat. When we have two letters, an A plus an E, AI or AY, we'll have the diphthong A. Same holds true for all of the letters, all of the vowel letters. So when I have just letter I, as in rid, most of the time, letter I by itself will be the I sound, as in it or did or rid. When we add the E to the end of the word, my I now is going to be the I diphthong, just like we call letter I. Sometimes I spell that for you with this spelling, as in right or tight. We often do spell it with I and E for letter I, for the I diphthong, and the IPA is that symbol I. Same thing holds for letter E. We have E by itself, we'll say the eh sound, like in red, or here this word is Gen, as in Gen Z, or Gen X. So letter E by itself, most of the time we'll say eh. When I add an E to the end, it becomes the same as the letter name E, which the symbol for that is actually a lowercase I. That's the E sound. We often also spell E with EE or EA. So two E's either together or a silent E at the end for the E sound in Jean. This also works with the letter U. When U is by itself, it has a variety of different pronunciations. It can be or oo. Oftentimes it's the sound, like in cut or such. When we add the E, then we get the oo sound, and in this word we get U, cute. Sometimes it might just be the oo sound. So we get the letter U, says the U sound. In this case, it's a y and an oo, cute. We may have some that just have the oo sound, but it does hold true. I call letter U, U, and that's these two sounds, y and oo together, as in cute. Finally, it works for letter O. Letter O by itself often says the ah sound, like in this word is cod, it's a fish, also means the letter O in hot or job, sounds like ah. The symbol for that is this, and I often rewrite that with letters AH, so you can think of it as an ah sound like you might use in your native language. But when I add the E, cod becomes code, and now I have letter O. I often write that this way. O is also a diphthong, so you'll notice that, except with the exception of E, we have I, A, U, and O. We have diphthongs or two sounds for these letters when we add the silent E to change the vowel letter. So you can see how English does have patterns, does have rules, course, it has exceptions to these rules. It doesn't hold 100% of the time, but this is one of the patterns that you can use to help you understand the differences between these vowel sounds. The letter A as in ah or A as in hate, when we add that silent E at the end, it does change the letter form and the letter name. So this is one useful spelling pattern to be aware of. I do also cover other spelling patterns that may be helpful for you in our Sounds of English course, as well as we go through every letter A, all of the different sounds it can make, the different spellings, what accent error patterns to watch out for. So that course, our Sounds of English course, is a really good way to build a strong foundation to understand spelling and sounds, to pronounce words correctly, and to be confident when you're pronouncing English, using it all the time to pronounce any word that you like. I hope this rule is helpful for you. We call it the silent E, makes the letter say its name rule. And if you have questions about this, if you want to know about exceptions or more to do with spelling, leave me a comment and I'd be happy to answer your question, direct you to resources either on our website, speechmodification.com, or here on the channel. I think it's useful to understand some of the basics of spelling and sounds because they can affect basic words like these and all sorts of words. And oftentimes, our pronunciation can be negatively affected by spelling. We see something and we think it should be said a certain way because of the spelling. So it's really useful to have more of a foundation in how the rules we do have for spelling and the things that are consistent, knowing those and having them help you to understand, because of course we have a lot of confusion when it comes to English pronunciation and spelling. Letters don't say the same thing all the time, and sounds, we don't have one sound matching one letter. We have to learn and memorize words and how they're spelled. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for your comments and your requests and suggestions. Thanks so much to those of you who have subscribed to the channel, and welcome to those of you who are channel members. I truly appreciate your support. I'll be back tomorrow with our regular Word of the Day video, and on Saturday we'll have our live question and answer class. You can attend that class, ask your questions in the chat, and I'll answer them for you live. Get more resources and more help in our free practice materials and our inexpensive online courses on speechmodification.com. Thanks everyone. Looking forward to seeing you in our next class. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Bye everyone. Hope to see you again soon.